Good morning, everyone. It is 9 o'clock exactly. Let us start. Let us start. Let us start. Let us start. It is 9 o'clock exactly. I'd like to greet everyone and say good morning to everyone. I hope everyone is okay. I hope everyone is fine. Today we're going to be doing the part 2 of our, how can I put this? The part 2 of our fraction, multiplication, and division. So this today it's going to be more you guys speaking than me. Today I'm going to take the back seat and allow you guys to drive. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys have prepared yourselves, and I hope you guys are able to drive this car. And we're going to have a discussion today. We're going to ask the how and why. How did it work and why did it work? And what and is there another method? Remember, as I always tell you guys to say, there's always a chance that there is another method, you know. So we're always going to be asking the how and why. And is there another method? Could I have used another method to work it out? Could I find another method to solve my problems? Is there another method at hand? Do I find that I find there's another method that I could use? A lot to consider. So please, 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 let us work today. Let us be together. So here's my email address. Here is my Twitter handle. Contact me as much as possible. Please abuse them as much as possible. You know, try your best to contact me whenever you need help. Use it, use it, use it, use it. Even if you'll end up sending me 1,000 emails, it is fine, as long as there's enough contact between you and myself. Let me take the first question before we start, and then today I'm going to be actually allowing myself to be taught. Hello? Hello?
Hi, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm excellent. You have a question?
Sorry I'm late, sir, but is there anything else that we'll be learning this week?
Isn't it that this week we're closing off fractions, and then we start more work in the coming weeks? Plus, we're about to go into assessment very soon. So we're going to be also having a revision week soon. Will I let you about that when? But new content will be tried from next week onwards. Today we're just closing off everything to make sure that everyone understands and is 100% sure.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So today, a lot of you guys are going to be the ones talking, and we're going to be having a lesson that I'm going to hear to say, how do you guys actually see the fractions and work them out, you know?
Yes, sir.
All right, awesome. Right, let's start. Let's start. By the way, I'm Chiponosio Longwe. Right. So we know very well that when it comes to division or division, or let me say division or multiplication of fractions, we, number one, we always, it does not matter whether the sums are different or not. We always multiplying the numerator and the numerator, denominator. That is a rule. That is a golden rule. The golden rule is that you multiply the numerators with the numerators, denominators with the denominators, and you do not ever divide fractions. You do not ever divide fractions. Ever in your life divide fractions. So those are the most important out of everything, that you do not ever divide fractions. Right. I have a question. Hello?
Hi, sir.
Hi.
No, sir, I don't have a question.
All right, no problem. Someone has a question. Hello?
Hi, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you, sir?
I'm excellent. Do you have a question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So when you said we mustn't divide fractions, then why is there a division symbol in when you're dividing? Why is there a division? Why do we put a division symbol in?
Remember that all symbols affect us in mathematics, but it does not mean that there's no method in which it can be used to get an answer related to it. You understand? For example, you know that if you are going to square root a negative number, né? If you square root a negative number, you are getting the answer would be undefined. But there is a method in which you can get the answer of a negative square root. So there's always a way it works. It's just that with fractions, you don't divide them. We always either multiply, add, or subtract. That's why we change the sign from a division to a multiplication. And then we flip and change. The denominator becomes a numerator, the numerator becomes a denominator. Then we go on like that. That's what happens with division of fractions, that we never, ever divide. That's why I want you guys to take that out of mind, so that you must always remember that I must change this thing into a multiplication sign. And then after changing it into a multiplication sign, I'm going to have to now, I change it into a multiplication sign, then I flip and change. That's what is very important. Right. Next question. Hello,
Hello, Sam.
how are you?
Fine, thanks, and you, Sam?
I'm excellent.
So why do you have to change the the dividing sign into a multiplication sign? Aren't you supposed to just leave it like that?
You change it because, as I said, don't divide a fraction by a fraction. You change it because you don't divide a fraction by a fraction. Basically, we are using the idea that we want to divide the fraction, but we can't use the division sign. So we're using another sign, and it changes the fraction in a sense. You understand?
Yes, Sam.
So we change the sign to multiplication, but changing it to multiplication needs us to what? Also change one fraction to say that this one, the numerator is going to become the denominator, and the denominator is going to become the numerator, the one on the right. Do you understand?
Yes, Sam.
All right, 100%. Let me take another one. Hello? Hello? All right, there's no question there. All right, that's fine. Let us, I know, okay, I'll give you guys a minute to write these ones down, and then we start doing questions. I'll give you guys 1 full minute to write these ones down, and then we start doing questions. Your 2 minutes start now. Just write this information down, and then we start questions. There's some things that you guys are gonna write down in case you don't have them already, or take a screenshot of them, and then we write questions. And then we do questions. So if you are done, please tell me in the chat if you're done. If you find yourself that you're done, please tell me in the chat. I found that I'm done. Please tell me in the chat that you're done. If you'll end up finding yourself that you're done. If you find that you're done, please tell me in the chat that you're done. Awesome. Awesome. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Let's write down these rules. Step 1, multiplication of fractions. Step 1, align the fractions next to each other. So I put the fractions next to each other. 4 over 5 multiplied by 3 over 10. Then I say, multiply denominator, multiply numerators, denominators, denominators. 4 times 3 is 12, 5 times 10 is 50. Then simplify. All right. 6 divided by 2 is 6. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 50 divided by 2 is 25. Why? Because these are both even, so I used 2 to divide both of them to divide the numerator and denominator to make it simple, to make it more simple and at its lowest form. That's why we simplify to make a fraction simple and at its lowest form. At its lowest form. At its lowest form. So please have this down, take a screenshot of it, or write it down and then tell me in the chat if you're done. I'll move on to the next slide when 5 people have told me that they're done. I see I have a question. Hello?
Sir?
Hello?
Hi, sir. So
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm well. You have a question?
Yes. So why do you even have to put a multiplication, division, symbol if you don't divide the fractions? And because
All right. Let me clear this up, right? So I'll show it in the next question. You see that if we don't put the division symbol, we're not going to swap around the other fraction. For example, here, since we're multiplying, we didn't swap 10 and make it the numerator and make 3 the denominator, isn't it?
yes,
So that division symbol even helps us in the process to say that, by the way, when you're doing this one, something here must change. Because if something here doesn't change, the answer will not be the same.
yes,
Do you
sir.
understand? So the division symbol is very important because it also lets us to say that, by the way, you must know that while you're doing the sum, something must change as well. I'll show it now when I move on to the next slide. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. All right, let me move on to the next slide. Look, 10 over 16 divided by 3 over 2, right? So what I do is that I have to change this into a multiplication, which I've done perfectly. Then I have to swap the 2 over 3. I have to take the 2 and make it a numerator, and then take the 3, make it a denominator. Then I have 10 over 16 multiplied by 2 over 3. If this was a multiplication, all I was going to do was say that I have 10 over 16 multiplied by 3 over 2. But the division symbol has alerted us to say, no, something must change. There must be a change in this sum that you're doing. Something must change, as you can see here, to say that this thing changed here. So since it changed, that means I made it into a multiplication. Then after making it into a multiplication, I swap around the numerator and the denominators. Then I multiply. 10 times 2 is 20. 16 times 3 is 48. Then I start dividing. Divide 20 by 2, I have 10. Divide 48 by 2, I have 24. Divide 10 by 2, I have 5. Divide 24 by 2, I have 12. Done. So the division symbol is important at the end of the day, even though we do not divide a fraction by another fraction using a fraction, like using division. It's simple. We multiply, but we are told that the multiplication that we're going to use, something must change here, which has happened. So I'll give you guys a minute to do this, to write down the steps, and then we move on to the next thing. Please write this down and let me in the chat if you're done, or take a screenshot, either or. We can always use technology to make our lives much easier. So you can either write or take a screenshot of division, the steps of division of fractions. Then I show the first question, then I'll give you guys 2 minutes to do it. Then we're going to look into the corrections. Show the next one, same story, until we get to the end. 1 minute left, 1 minute left. 1 minute left, 1 minute left. $50 seconds left. 50 seconds left. 50 seconds left. $20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can I please be notified who is done? Can I please be notified who is done? Ten more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. First, let me give you first 4 minutes, 2 minutes per question. Try this one. For 4 minutes now, try both of them. 2 minutes per question. Try both of them for 4 minutes. And then someone can explain to us how they got the answer. So for 4 minutes, try both of them, and then someone will explain to us how he or she got the answer. For 4 minutes, try these ones, and then you explain to us how you got the answer. How you got the answer. Two minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. One minute left to try out both sums. 1 minute left to try out both sums. One minute left. 1 minute left. Please notify me in the chat if you're done. Please notify me in the chat if you're done. And then you can raise your hand if you have the answer for us. You can raise your hand if you have the answer for us. You can raise your hand if you have the answer for us. One person will answer number 1, the other person will answer number 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Hello,
Hello, Sam.
how are you?
Fine, thanks, and you, Sam?
I'm good. Do you have an answer?
Yes, Sam.
Right. What's the answer for this one here?
It's 36 over 35.
I showed 36.
Yes, Sam.
What is 4 times 7?
4 times 7.
Think about it. Even count in sevens. What is 4 times 7?
4 times 7 is...
Let's try it. Let's try it together. 4 times 7 is?
4 times 7 is 28.
Good. 5 times 5 is? Count in fives.
5 times 5 is... It's 25.
So the answer here would be what? 28 over?
25.
All right. Now, how did we change it into a mixed fraction? Do you know how we did that?
No, sir.
All right. We said, how many times was 25 going to 28?
It goes.
because what it does is,
Think about it. How many times or how many 25s can you get in a 28?
You can get.
The group and the structure. He's been the last couple of weeks. He's been sharing.
Try.
Focusing on some of the new.
Think about it. If I look at 28, I can, if I was dividing it with long division even, and I look at 28, I can only get 25 once, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So what we say that this 25 goes into 28 once. We write down the 25 and then ask how much is left for us to reach 28? 3. So it's 3 over 25. Thank you, Nah. Thank you so
Welcome,
much. All right. Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
Fine.
I'm good. Help us with the answer for the second one here.
So you say 4. You put the 4 into the. You put the 4 holes into the 1.
Can you get closer to your mic?
You add the 4 holes into the 1. So you say 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 20 plus 1 is equal to 21.
All right, awesome. And then here?
Then you say 6 times 2 is 6 times 2 plus 4 is equal to 16.
Excuse me?
Is equal to 16.
All right, then what do we do then?
And then you say 21 times 16 is equal to 336.
And then what about the denominators?
Then you say 5 times 6 is equal to 30.
Right, so now let's help me here. I want to change this into this. What do I do?
You say 30 divided by, no. You say 336 divided by 30.
Which is?
Which is 11 remainder 6. And then
Awesome.
you write the denominator. And then
All right.
it's even more easier, you say 11. 1/5.
Thank you so much. You are a genius. That's it. That's even, I like the way he said it to say, we write 11, it is 11 remainder 6. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You have 2 minutes to write down the correction. Then I go to the division question. And then after the division question, we try the class exercise and then we close for the day. If you have it wrong, you have some time now to write down the right answers. If you have it wrong, you have some optimum time to write down the correct answers. If you have it wrong, you have time now to write down the correct answers. If you have it wrong, you have time now to answer the correct. You have 1 minute left to put down the correct answer. 1 minute left. While also look at how you answer the questions. Check. See how do you get the answer? Do you understand why also it works? That's why I always say how and why, because the why question is always important. The how you will always be there, but the why, Why did we do this? What is it? Why is it important? Always ask why in maths. Twenty seconds left. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right. Try this one now. I'll give you guys also 4 minutes for both questions, and your time starts now. Your time has started. Try and answer both questions. You have 4 minutes. You have 4 minutes for both questions. Try and answer them as much as possible. Try and answer them. Three minutes left. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes remaining. Two minutes left. 2 minutes left. Two minutes left. Two minutes left. One minute left. 1 minute left. Try out the questions. See if you get the answer. Try hard and hard again. Never give up. Never, ever, ever in life give up. One minute remaining. Thirty seconds. Please notify me in the chat if you're done. Please do notify me in the chat if you're done. So if you're done, you can write me in the chat to say, I'm done. Please do tell me in the chat if you're done. If you're done, please tell me in the chat. And then if you want to answer for us, please raise your hand. You want to answer for us, please raise your hand. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is willing to give us answers? Who is willing to help us with the answers? And they have to be quick. They'll have to be quick. Who is here willing to help us with the answers and explain to us what happened? Going once, going twice, or must I pick anyone? Must I pick anyone? Who is willing to help us with the answers? Going once, going twice. All right. Let me see, who can I pick? Who can I pick? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good. Just help me try out at least this one here. Number 1, right? So what was your answer? What was the answer for number 1? What was your answer? Please be a bit quick because of time. But what was your
Yes.
answer for number 1?
It was 2
Or you
over
better explain this, the how we got the answer.
5. So 5 divided by 2 is
No. Let's rather do this. Where is it? Right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right.
Hello?
2 minutes.
So
All right.
sorry.
Hello.
Hello,
Can you
sir.
explain fast?
Yes, sir. So you say,
Yes.
you say 5
Mhm.
over 13
Yes.
times 10 over 2.
We changed the sign, isn't it?
Yes, we swapped it, sir.
Yes.
And then you say
Then what happens next?
5 times 10 is equal to 50. Then
Uh-huh.
13 times 2 is equal to 26.
Yes. Then
And then you say 12 goes into 26 goes into 51 time, and then
yes.
you say 20, then your remainder is 24, and then you put a denominator, and then
All
make it even
right.
more clear. You say 12 over 30.
All right. Then the answer here, how did we work it out here?
So you 4 times 5 is equal to 20 plus 1 is equal to 21. Then you put your denominator. Then you say 2 times 3 times 2 is equal to 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. Then you swap them
Right.
around and put a time sign, and then you say 21 times 3 is equal 63. Then 4 times 7 is equal to 28. Then you
Right.
make to simplify it, you say there's 28 goes into 63 2 times, but the remainder 7, and then you put your denominator in position.
Perfect, perfect, perfect answers. Perfect. I couldn't have done it better. I couldn't have done. Actually, this one you can reduce it to 2. It's actually you can reduce it to 2, 1 over 4. Right. Perfect, 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 perfect. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Both of you answered. Thank you so much. If you find yourself struggling a bit, it's fine. Such things do happen. I wanna go straight to the homework because time is not agreeing with us. No, actually, no, let's do this. Let's do this. Please do number 1 and number 4 quickly for 2 minutes. Then I'll show the homework. Number 1 and then number 4 for 2 minutes. Everyone try. Just try either number 1 or number 4 for 2 minutes. Let's see if we can do it in 2 minutes. Number 1 or number 4 in 2 minutes. I saw that we can at least try one sum. So let's try number 1 or number 4 in 2 minutes. You can pick either one of them and see what answer you get. Number 1 or number 4 in 2 minutes. I see hands that are raised.
Hello, Sam.
Hello. Hello.
How are you, Sam?
I'm good.
Fine, thanks, and you, Sam?
I'm good. You have an answer for us?
Yes, Sam.
All right. Let's give 1 more minute and then I'll let you talk.
Okay, Sam.
1 more minute. You can keep the mic on and then, okay, I'll unmute you. Then just give 1 more minute and then I'll let you talk. You'll tell us the answer. Then I show the homework and then we close. So you have 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. 1 full minute left. 1 full minute left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, Sam,
Yes.
first I swap the second I swap the division sign into a multiplication sign,
Multiplication.
and I swap the 6/3 into a 3/6.
Uh-huh.
And then you
Then-
say 30 times 3. And the easier way to say it is you say 3 times 3, and I'll say 3 times 3 is 9. So then you add, so then you say 9, and you add the 0 and it's 90. And 10 times 6 is 60. And then you say, and then you take away the 0 and it's gonna be 9/6. And then after that you say, and then after that you see the 3/6 that you got here. So then you put it there, and then you put the number 1, and then you say it equals to 1.5.
All right. Quickly write down this answer for number 1, and then we have to, because now our time is coming to the end. To an end. Well, our time is coming to an end. I'll just give you a 10-second mark to screenshot. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here is your homework. Those who are writing down, I'll ask you to do number 2, number 6, number 11. If you are writing, quickly write down those ones, and then those others you can just screenshot, and that is your homework for the weekend. Thank you guys for being attentive. Thank you for attending the lesson. I love you all. You are amazing students, and continue being people who love maths. Love maths with your whole heart. Love maths because numbers never change. Numbers never lie, and numbers always, 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 always are the best thing that you can rely on. Numbers are the reason that the world is changing. So we'll forever need numbers, but thank you guys for attending the lesson. I love you all. You're all special. The video also will be on YouTube. So it's bye-bye and much love. Bye-bye.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, 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 bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
See you next week.
Bye.